Sports Beat with Brady Tinker starts next.
Hello, everyone.
We made it to San Antonio. Training camp is kicking off. Helmets are strapped. Contracts are signed. Let's talk sports. Training camp in San Antonio still rocking on. Everything. Yes, Miss Price.
DFW Sports Beat starts next.
So says Miss Price. Let's talk sports.
Hey, confidence building for young David Beeler and for us. Those of us who are a little bit worried about do we actually have a field goal kicker on this team. Welcome in, everyone, to DFW Sports Beat, brought to you by our friends at Toyota Plano. I'm Brady Tinker, Cowboys football. And welcome back, everybody, to DFW Sports Beat, brought to you by our friends at Toyota Plano. As we head forward in 2010, our friends at Toyota Plano make all of this possible for us. We're going to gather a couple of times a week, at least. We're going to be on 6 or 7 times a week, courtesy of our friends at Fox Sports Southwest. And it's all because of our friends at Toyota Plano. For over 20 years at Highway 190 and Preston Road, putting the customer first. That's a major purchase, an automobile these days. They will get you the car that you want at the interest rate that it is that you can afford, the right color, the right look, everything you need. My friends at Toyota Plano will take care of. Check them out at toyotaplano.com. Welcome back. We got tons to talk about. It all involves the Cowboys.
Give us a feeling for the offense overall. Second game in, you were out a little bit longer than you were the first game. How'd you feel?
We did some good things, some things we got to work on and get better at.
The attitude is where you want it from your teammates and everybody, though.
Absolutely. I mean, all you're looking at right now is improvement and hard work.
Actually, that's not true.
I was going to say,
we all came out there going, wow, that was really cool, man. We learned a ton.
Well, he's always passionate, and he'll tell it like it is. Unfortunately for me, maybe, but no, he will, and that's what we like about him.
Is that the best part of this? Is as far as we could tell, no breakdowns, no mental mistakes?
Right. Well, we're playing responsibility defense.
Beautiful day out here in Cedar Hill. Metro, PCS, and you guys, you've been working together for a while. How long?
Actually, for 1 year right now. It'll be 2 years, next year. But
the energy and the excitement just gets you out here first. You just had to get here.
It's these fans. They rush him out here.
Just jabbing and pounding at the football with the running backs every time, too.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to do that. I mean, you never know when a ball's going to come out, so you just got to keep it consistent.
Better that he'll be able to play at a high level because of the mental side of the game.
Yeah, he made some plays, and it was all over the place, like I said.
DFW Sports Beat, brought to you by our friends at Toyota Plano. As you can see, this segment brought to you by, that's a nice chest bump right there, brought to you by our friends at Twin Peaks. Time for the Twin Peaks Peak Play of the Day. Gerald Sensabaugh rocking Jason Avant in the middle of the football field. And welcome back, everybody, to WinStar World Casinos. Talking football with Randy White. I'm Brady Tinker. This segment, as you can tell, brought to you by my friends at Hooters. I went out and got a bunch of beautiful Hooters girls, which you can do as well. Brooke, Chelsea, Brittany, and Lindsay are here, and we are thrilled that they're here. Randy, I have a question. Have you ever played fantasy football?
Brady, I'm not a big fantasy football guy, but if I was going to play fantasy football, I would go to Hooters.
That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back, everybody, to WinStar World Casinos, talking football with Randy White. As you can see, this segment brought to you by our friends at Hooters. Now, Brooke and Brittany are on camera. Chelsea and Lindsay are in taking care of things in the what the hell's that called? Right, the control room. And then every once in a while we let them out because they look way better than Randy and I do. Thank you very much to our friends at Hooters. And by the way, they wanted me to remind you that we're all going to do fantasy football drafts. Well, not all of us. Randy's not going to do a fantasy football draft. But us, we're going to do fantasy football drafts. You can do it in your garage or your basement or wherever your wife or girlfriend sticks you, because she ain't letting you in the house with all those guys. Or you can go to Hooters and meet Brooke and Chelsea and Brittany and Lindsay, and they will give you a free fantasy football draft kit. On to Ticket City since 1990 in Austin, Texas. These are Texas people that we love. Selling tickets to every event there is in the country. Go to ticketcity.com and check them out. They got your ticket for wherever you need, guaranteed. Here's their email today.
Yeah, it's been kind of a whirlwind past year, but especially the past couple of days.
Something all over the side of your face, and you smell like beer, and none of those things for you. You don't shave probably very often with that baby face of yours, and you don't drink, do you?
No, I don't.
Well, let me see. Is it still there?
Yeah, I got enough.
You earned it.
Yeah, it's got to end somewhere.
Yeah.
Just start a new one next year, but it was good. It was fun.
Is it a conscious effort to get on in base in front of some of the lumber on this team versus hitting 30 home runs last year?
Yeah, absolutely.
First of all, Chuck Greenberg, thank you very much for your time, and congratulations, because I haven't done this, on finally taking over our team. And
so from pitching to hitting, and then when the big games start to come, big game players step out. Time for the Metro PCS question of the day. Any question that Josh Hamilton is AL MVP? For me, not even close. That's from Brandon Bain. Brandon, thank you very much. I think you're right, but you and I want it so badly, and we get to see him more often than anyone else, that there is a little bit of a question, because there's a kid in Detroit that can really play. Miguel Cabrera not hitting for the average that Josh Hamilton's hitting for. First, I got to let you know that this whole thing happens partly because of our friends at WinStar World Casino. That's why we named the show after them. Well, they are up at Highway 1, actually Exit 1, on Highway 35 up in Thackerville, Oklahoma, and when I want to play cards, they have the greatest poker room that I have ever seen. When I want to pull a lever, they got more machines than all but 2 places in the entire country, and it is a terrific place to go. The hotel is magnificent. D.A. Wybrings designed them a fantastic golf course, and what I really like to do is just go up there and play a little poker and not come home for a couple of days. They take fine care of me. Thank you very much, my friends at WinStar World Casino.
Great place to go, and a short ride up there. If you
Mondays. You and I like Mondays because it's Men's Day. That's us. We're men. There you go.
Talking Football with Randy White is brought to you by WinStar World Casino, offering world-class gaming, hotel, entertainment, and cuisine. Exit 1, Thackerville, Oklahoma. By Ag Power. For 37 years, growing your trust and harvesting lifetime relationships. And by New Avenues, where it's all within reach. Furniture, electronics, computers, appliances, and more.
I like our digs, don't you? We worked hard on the set, and I think it turned out
very
good.
comfortable sitting up here doing the show.
I appreciate
very
that.
comfortable and attractive.
That's what you. When you go home and watch yourself on TV, and you say, "Man, I look good sitting in that chair."
Look at the furniture.
Yeah. ShopNewAvenues.com are the guys for you. They can take care of whatever you need. 3 locations in the state of Texas. From our friends at ShopNewAvenues.com. If you want your furniture or showroom or living room to look this good, ShopNewAvenues.com. New Avenues and ShopNewAvenues.com brought us our new set. I think it looks great. Your living room can look like this, and I'll come over as long as there's food. Welcome back, everybody. DFW Sports Beat, brought to you by our friends at Toyota of Plano. Thank you, Eric. That's a very cool shop. This segment brought to you by our newest friends at Ag Power. Now, for 37 years, my friends at Ag Power have owned now 9 locations. Well, the 10th location is now open, and it is in McKinney, right there off of Highway 75, just a little bit north of 380 by the courthouse. Look at this place. Everything that you could ever want if you are a John Deere shopper or Honda or Steel, whatever it is you need for your lawn or your huge tract of land or your farm, as Randy White has, that tractor right there, by the way, on his farm. Or if you already are a farmer and you own a big piece of equipment that's out in the field that needs to be repaired, they will come to you. 37 years of experience. They have every piece of equipment you could want. They can fix it. They have the parts for it. They will fix it in-house, or they will come out to the farm and they will fix it for you where it sits. My friends at Ag Power have been earning your trust for 37 years. Time for the Ag Power play of the day. Got to be Rangers and got to be this infield.
Now,
this is part of, well, just a fantastic 8-0 victory in Detroit the other night. Elvis and Ian got a little something going on, friends, I would have to say. The bare hand throw, the bare hand catch, the turn, and that's a beautiful double play that takes any threat of any runs being scored out of the way. Thanks, Tommy Hunter, and thanks to Elvis and Ian for Ag Power play of the day. Time for the email of the day. www.ag-power.com. I'm hearing that Chris Paul wants out of New Orleans before the beginning of the season, and that the Mavs are one of the teams on his list he'd like to go to. Please tell me this could happen. That's from Eric Rodriguez. Eric, it could happen, but if you've been with me the last couple of weeks, I've been talking about this happening for a month. And the Mavericks, as I understand it, made more phone calls, more inquiries, sent more emails and texts than you can shake a stick at to New Orleans, offering the farm that included Eric Dampier's free $13.5 million. And New Orleans called back finally and said, stop calling, we ain't trading him. Now, my theory on that was, if you trade CP3 from New Orleans, you will get no season ticket sales. They don't sell many tickets anyway. But if he's not there, who are they going to come watch? Well, that was my theory. So we would check back with them right before the trade deadline. Now CP3 is forcing their hands. Are the Mavericks in the mix? Yes. He wants them to be in the mix. Do they have enough still to give without Dampier? Yes. Tyson Chandler's contract is an expiring contract of roughly $9–10 million. You can put that with Caron Butler's contract, or in theory, Jason Terry's contract is an expiring one because next year's option is with the Mavericks. Any of those guys will add up to enough money to get CP3, but that's not what you want if you're New Orleans. Yes, you've got to match the money, but you also need players. I think Dominique Jones and Roddy Beaubois make a tantalizing backcourt future for the New Orleans team that could sell that to their fans, and they gain all of that free money by being able to take Chandler, Butler, Jet, whoever it may be, and say, okay, that's $19 or $20 million that we take for the rest of this year, but next year it all falls off. Are they in the mix? Absolutely. Was it more interesting and better when Dan Pierre was here? Yes. When we return, I'll tell you about our first show from training camp in San Antone. It will be on Monday.